What's up everyone, Kaiju no Kami here. I've had a couple people asking about my thoughts on Hasbro's new takeover of Power Rangers. Well, I guess it's not really a takeover, but how I feel about them being the new licensors for Power Rangers. So I thought I'd just share some thoughts. I'm not going to do any editing on this video, so it's like my Q&A videos where you're going to get every screw up I make in there. I'm excited for what Hasbro is going to do with Power Rangers. Well, I'm excited that Hasbro has Power Rangers. I have not liked what Bandai has really done recently. Yes, I love the Legacy Thunderzords. I love my Legacy Ninjazords. And the downside of Bandai losing the license means that I'm not going to get my Legacy Shogun Megazord. Now, some people said, well, the license doesn't expire until April of 2019. It still gives them time to do the Legacy Shogun Megazord. Do you really think Hasbro is going... Wow, Hasbro. Do you really think Bandai is going to really want to bother spending the money to produce the Shogun Megazord when their license is practically over? Unless it's already in manufacturing, as they're already paid for the factory parts and everything to get the toy made, I don't see them doing it. Why would they put any effort into a product line that is pretty much dead to them at this point? They're probably just going to release everything they've already had being in production, have already produced, and that's it. I don't see them doing anything new. I don't even see them doing the Psycho Rangers for the Legacy stuff if they haven't already started manufacturing full figures. And let's say they've manufactured 100. They'll probably ship those 100 out to stores, and that will be it. I don't see Bandai putting any effort into anything for the rest of the year, nor can I really blame them. Why? I mean, it's like if you were making a TV show and you have 5 episodes left and somebody told you, oh, your show's been canceled, are you really going to bother putting effort into those last 5 episodes? Are you going to be passionate enough to care? I don't know. Maybe you will be. Maybe I would be too at that point in time. But I just don't see it happening. I mean, my guess is, why? Okay, why am I going to make more toys when we're not going to have the license much longer? We'll let the other company deal with it. That's cool. So I don't see Bandai putting any effort into any of the remaining toys this year. Not that they really did with their Legacy figures in the first place. I am a Marvel Legends collector, as you've probably seen if you've seen my pictures and my backgrounds. I love Marvel Legends. I used to collect the DC stuff too, which I wish would get solid figures again. Another story. I have no problem with Build-A-Figures. Build-A-Figures are interesting because when there's a Build-A-Figure that you want to own, you kind of just say, well, even though I don't like the whole wave, I'm going to go and buy the entire wave because I want the Build-A-Figure. The one thing Mattel made a major fault with back in when the Green Lantern movie came out is they had a Build-A-Figure parallax. It was such a huge Build-A-Figure, they spread it over the course of what was supposed to be 3 or 4 waves. Well, the Green Lantern movie bombed, the toy line bombed. Guess what stores never saw? They never really saw anything past wave 1. Nobody wanted the Green Lantern movie toys. It was a crappy movie. Kind of. It wasn't the worst movie ever. But it was a crappy movie with a crappy toy line. Why should people go out and buy that toy line? Therefore, people couldn't finish their Build-A-Figure because nobody was carrying the line. So, what is Bandai going to do? Well, you know, we're going to do these Build-A-Figure Megazords, but we're not going to put them out by waves. We're going to put them by team. But instead of doing it smartly, we're going to put out half of Team 1 now, 2 more members of the team there, and more members later, taking a long time to get your fully Build-A-Figure Megazord. Now, yeah, they did Mighty Morphin. They did, I think it was, oh, it was red and green, and then the 3 Ninja Storm Hurricaneger characters. Now, the 3 Hurricaneger characters came with the Megazord from that, the main Megazord, Shippuden in Hurricaneger. Cool. But what about the Go-Risers? What about Shukinger? They never came out. So therefore, even though they got the 3 main members of Ninja Storm out, they never finished the frickin' team. What was the point? Now we have Mighty Morphin. Okay, yeah, we bring out then another batch. Well, we screwed up the color of the belts. Oh well, you can deal with it. Then people had to wait like another 6 months for Yellow Ranger to come out to finish their freaking Megazord. The Yellow Ranger came with the leg, so people who got their Megazords for the other few waves over those like 9 months had to wait more just to be able to have their freaking Megazord stand up. Stupid. Stupid, 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 stupid. But that's not all. Build-A-Figure aside that they've screwed up, especially now because they haven't they're not releasing the female Rangers anymore, I guess. Which is stupid because now no one can finish their Megazords that were going to come with the female Rangers. Ugh. The quality control was poor. I bought the Green Ranger, his joints were loose, his legs could barely stand, and his wrist joint broke the moment I removed his wrist. Horrible quality control. The wrist joint was made of this like cheap plastic that didn't even feel like it was actually fully molded when they put it on there. They were too big to match up with other figures, and my biggest beef is that they were all muscular figures. I hate muscular figures for Sentai and Power Rangers. If they are not like that in the show... Okay, that was weird. If they are not like that in the show, I don't want them being that way in my toys. These figure arts, I like them because they look like they are in the show. The problem is that the figure arts have other issues, but whatever. I want them to look like they do in the show. Also, another issue is that Bandai was not doing any villains in that size. In fact, I don't think Bandai has ever really done that many villains since Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. Season 2. And even then, most of those were Season 1 villains. But a lot of them were G2 villains too. Whatever. I mean, yeah, sure, I believe they did a lot for Dino Charge, which was cool. But why didn't they do any 6-inch, 7-inch villains for the Legacy line? Godar, Rita, Zed. How about the Machine Empire? Gasket. Gasket was his name, right? I think so. I just watched Zeo like 2 years ago. I should know this. Machina. Or Master Vile. Rito. Rito would make a great posable figure. Do some of the other Power Ranger villains from the show. Do more Monsters of the Week. Imagine a King Sphinx that's fully articulated. Or the Nasty Knight. Those would be awesome. But now, we're not going to do any of those. Why? Because kids want their Power Rangers to fight thin air. Whatever. I don't know if it's really thin air. All I know is that when I was a kid, I was thrilled to have Rangers and villains. I had all the 6-inch villains to have my Rangers fight. And it was cool. I could have full-on battles with my Megazords and my villains. Rangers fighting the villains. It was badass. Every time I played with my Power Rangers, it was like the, the wedding episode with Zed and Rita when the Rangers are stuck in the house and fighting all those monsters. It was fun. As a collector, I love villains. I have a bunch of Ultraman villains here. I love villain figures to go with my heroes. I love doing pictures with the villains and heroes fighting each other. Villains are cool. Villains make your heroes cool. You can do so much great stuff, especially when it's all from the same line. Not like having a Kamen Rider fight a He-Man villain because that's all your choices are. So with Hasbro, I'm excited because it gives them the opportunity. Hasbro has gone with great... Okay, they're not always perfect with quality control in Marvel Legends. That's fine. That's a given when you're mass producing like 40 billion toys a minute. I'm okay with that. I can deal with most of it most of the time. But Hasbro has a great opportunity here. We can get full Ranger teams. That was another thing Bandai doesn't do. Full frickin' Ranger teams. Is that so hard to comprehend? Hell, Hasbro, give us box sets. You know, like those Marvel Legends box sets you did, like of the Guardians of the Galaxy, where we got the whole team in one set? Do that for Power Rangers. And I would love it to see that for not just Mighty Morphin, for all the teams. I would love everyone to be able to get an entire full team of their favorite Ranger team. I would love the the Kaku Rangers, which are the Alien Rangers. If they could pull off Mighty Morphin figures and have them, well, if they could pull off, now I'm repeating myself. Blech. If they could do all 6 Rangers to Mighty Morphin Season 1 and give us Goldar, Rita, the entire Kaboom. Wow, I'm messing up a lot in this video. The entire caboodle of villains, I would be willing to replace my figure arts with Hasbro's line because I would have an entire collection. And who knows, maybe it will do popular enough that Hasbro might decide to give us some non-Power Ranger teams like Die Ranger and Jetman. Hint, hint, Hasbro, just throwing that out there for you. You're welcome. But they could have, there's so many possibilities they could do. They could do full-on villains, box sets with full Ranger teams, do the Build-A-Figures right. That Wave 1 is going to include a Build-A-Figure King Sphinx. Cool. Have some maybe have 2 Mighty Morphin Rangers, have a Time Force Ranger, have like Goldar and, what was his name? Diabolico in Lightspeed Rescue? Diabolico, actually Diabolico would make a great Build-A-Figure because of his wings. Have him be a Build-A-Figure. But do fully different teams, different eras of Power Rangers. Don't just say, okay, we're going to do all Mighty Morphin with the Megazord, but we're going to spread it out over a 1.5 year long wait. And then we're going to do Zeo, but we're gonna have a Build-A-Figure King Mondo, but we're only going to do 2 Zeo Rangers now. We'll do 2 more Zeo Rangers in about a year. And then maybe, if we feel like it, we'll do the remaining 2 Zeo Rangers a 1.5 years from then. Do them all now. Do what you're doing in Marvel Legends, just with Power Rangers. And that's what I love about it. Hasbro has so many possibilities of what they can do with the Power Ranger license. Maybe they do want to just do Build-A-Figure like teams like, okay, Wave 1 is going to be just Mighty Morphin. Wave 2 is going to be in space. Wave 3 is going to be SPD. And the Build-A-Figure could be either a big character or a big monster from that time period. Or a series. Like I said, the possibilities are infinite. Hasbro has a great job to do, has a great, what's the word I'm looking for? Now I can't think of it. There's a lot of potential here. Hasbro has so many different choices to do, and they'll make it work, and that's what I love about it. They've proven themselves with Marvel Legends. Heck, they could take some of their suited, non-suited Marvel Legends characters that are like in business suits and use those for some random characters in the Power Rangers series. But all I know is I'm looking forward to what Hasbro has to do with Power Rangers. You guys should too. Tell me what you think about it. Are you excited for what Hasbro could do? Are you excited for what Hasbro may be doing? Do you have any suggestions for Hasbro? How do you feel about Bandai losing the license after 25 years? Are you kind of like excited but disappointed at the same time? Do you think Bandai caused this themselves, that they are their own enemy, that they're being out of touch with the collector's market is what caused the band to pull the license from them? Let me know. And what characters would you like to see done? As I said, I would like to see Die Ranger done. But for Power Ranger specific ones, I really want to see Alien Rangers and Rito. Definitely those two. Hopefully I didn't bore you. And if you did watch this whole thing, thank you. Until next time, bye. Oh! Wow. Actually, I completely forgot about the Megazords. How could I think about Hasbro and not even think about the Megazords? Wow. Okay, Megazords. Transformers has been at like the best Transformers has ever been in these last few years. Have you guys seen how posable those Transformers are? They're awesome. Yeah, there's still some little quirks about them that kind of sucks, but The Transformers line is killing it. And I would love to see the Megazords. Although, granted, if there's an SOC version, I'm going to buy that over whatever Hasbro does. But imagine what Hasbro could do with the Megazords themselves. Again, infinite possibilities. Potential is infinite as well. But fully posable Megazords, just like Transformers. And hey, you never know. We could end up seeing a Transformers Power Rangers crossover at some point. Maybe even doing some type of then and now stuff. Whatever. You guys already know all about the Megazords though, so... Bye for real this time.